In the bustling heart of a sprawling metropolis, there lived a man named Daniel. He was a quiet and unassuming presence in his high school, always seated at the back of the classroom with his nose buried in a book. Despite his introverted nature, his classmates saw him as an easy target for their taunts and teasing. They never knew that behind his unassuming facade lay a secret that would one day leave them in awe. Daniel's father was a powerful and influential businessman, known by many in the city. He had built an empire from the ground up, but his health had taken a turn for the worse in recent years. As a result, his son, Daniel, knew that he would one day have to take over the family business. Despite the constant mockery and bullying he endured in school, Daniel was resolute in his studies. He excelled in his academics, always striving for excellence, even though he seldom spoke. He knew that one day he would need to prove himself in the business world, not through words, but through actions. After graduating from high school, Daniel enrolled in a prestigious university, far from the bustling city where he had grown up. There he studied business and finance, learning the ins and outs of the corporate world. He knew that he had to be well prepared for the day he would take over his father's company. Throughout his time at university, Daniel's quiet demeanor never wavered. He continued to keep to himself, never revealing his true identity to his peers. They saw him as just another diligent student, unaware of the vast empire he would one day inherit. As Daniel neared graduation, he received a call that would change the course of his life. His father's health had deteriorated significantly, and the time had come for him to step up and take over the family business. He had always known this day would come, but the suddenness of it left him in shock. With a heavy heart, Daniel returned to the city he had left behind, leaving behind his university life and dreams of independence. He now had to assume the role of CEO, overseeing the vast business empire that his father had built. As he took the reins of the company, something remarkable happened. Daniel's quiet, observant nature turned out to be his greatest asset. He listened and learned from the experienced executives in the company, making subtle but effective changes to improve its operations. His unassuming presence proved to be a valuable asset in the boardroom, where others underestimated him due to his lack of words. Over time, the company flourished under Daniel's leadership. His innate understanding of the business world, combined with the wisdom he had gained from his father, made him a formidable CEO. The same classmates who had once bullied him were now in awe of the man he had become. They realized that the quiet boy from school had transformed into an influential and powerful figure in the city. Daniel's journey from the quiet, bullied student to the influential CEO of a major corporation was a testament to the power of determination, patience, and the ability to rise above adversity. His story served as a reminder that true strength and success often lie in actions, not words, and that one should never underestimate the potential of a quiet, unassuming individual. As Daniel continued to grow and succeed in his role as CEO, he occasionally found himself reminiscing about his childhood days in the village. Despite his introverted nature, there was one person from his past whom he often thought about: Sarah, a childhood friend who had lived in the same village. Sarah had been the only person who had treated Daniel with kindness during those early years, even when the other kids would tease and taunt him. She had always been a source of comfort and encouragement, and he often wondered what had become of her after he left the village to attend university. One day, as he was reviewing some documents in his office, his secretary informed him that there was someone waiting to see him. When the door to his office opened, Daniel was taken aback by the sight of a familiar face. It was Sarah. She had moved to the city after finishing her education and had found a job as a secretary in his company, although she had no idea that her boss would be the quiet, introverted boy she remembered from their childhood. Daniel, too, was shocked to see her again after all these years, but he soon recognized her. Her warm smile, and those kind eyes that had never judged him. As they sat in his office, they shared stories about their lives since parting ways in the village. Sarah spoke about her journey to the city, her struggle to find work, and how she had finally landed a job at the company. Daniel, in turn, spoke about his experiences in university and his responsibilities as the CEO of his father's business. Sarah couldn't help but laugh when she realized that her childhood friend had become her boss, but she was incredibly proud of him. She had always believed in his potential, even during their village days when he was the quiet, introverted boy who rarely spoke. Over time, Sarah and Daniel's friendship rekindled, and they often found themselves reminiscing about their childhood and the adventures they had shared in the village. Despite the significant difference in their positions within the company, their bond remained strong. Daniel soon realized that Sarah's qualities of loyalty, dedication, and her ability to see the best in people were invaluable to the success of the company. He entrusted her with more responsibilities, and she proved to be an essential asset to the organization. As the years passed, their relationship evolved. They remained close friends, but there was a subtle, unspoken connection between them. Their shared history and the fact that they had both overcome challenges to be where they were made them realize that perhaps the quietest and most unassuming individuals could be the most significant part of someone's life. In the end, their reconnection not only brought a cherished friend back into Daniel's life, but also added a valuable and loyal member to the company's executive team. The bond they shared was a testament to the enduring power of friendship and how sometimes those who were there for you during your quietest moments could become the most important people in your life.